At the ribbon is game. I all at the ooh at the God man. And I know I thought you got a chance to see me with my spirits and we gonna dance. There's a ribbon in the sky. Ribbon in the sky. There's a ribbon in the sky. You know what I'm saying? You got soul and you super bad. You got soul and you super bad. You know what I'm saying? Check it out. Check it out. There's a ribbon in the sky for your love. You know what I'm saying? We are them spirits. Okay? We are them spirits. I think I should go get a whistle. I think I should go get the whistle, chat. Let me go get the whistle. There's a ribbon in the sky. There's a ribbon in the sky. There's a ribbon in the sky. Time out. It's KLCito, the spirit coach. And I'm getting you in shape and form for the age of Aquarius. Yet again, you're now drinking the wine. Zeus. Get your ass to the game. Yeah. All right. Check this out. Check this out. Because we're going to get into, like, I would say, like, some incarnation talk, some reincarnation talk. And first thing first, niggas got to know, you know, we are them spirits. We them spirits. Okay, we them spirits. We been them spirits and stuff like that. And we them spirits again. Okay? Listen to that. We been them spirits and we them spirits again. Okay? So, you know, due to this, because you got to think, right? Because white man try to psyop everything. Like every spiritual community topic in the community, the white man has already psyoped. Okay? So that's what you need to know. So even when you get to things like waking up and stuff like that, so everything is a copy of what the fuck they copy from Native Americans. Okay? So when we get to we them spirits, right? And even just shit that's being copied already. Like, what is motherfuckers waking up from? You gotta think about that. You gotta think, why is it so spooky? Oh, it's awakening. Oh, it's a global awakening. Oh, everybody using woke. Oh, everybody waking up. What the fuck is that? What does that mean? What does that mean? We got to think about what is niggas waking up from. It ain't spooky. We not gonna make it spooky. That's what we not gonna make it. We gonna look. We gonna point. We gonna be in thought. We gonna have conversations with brothers, with sisters, with fathers, okay? With grannies, with cousins, and shit, and make it very simple. We not finna get lost and sucked up into some fucking internet thing that motherfuckers want us to be sucked up into. That's not what's happening. It's not what's happening. Okay, so when we get into what we waking up from, okay, all right, we get it. We got knocked over the fucking head with a fucking a metal, you know what I'm saying? Melted by white men. Melted melted by white man. What's up, chat? What's up? What's up? What's up, chat? What's up? What's up, chat? What's up? Y'all in there booling? Y'all in there booling? No. No, y'all ain't booling. Right? So when we get into what are we waking up from, right? And shit like that, because y'all just make that so complicated. Y'all make it like y'all gotta get baptized or whatever. And then people come in my chat acting like I'm saying something off the wall. Like like I'm talking about some retarded stuff. But I ain't even talking about that. You know what I'm saying? You just talking about that. We talking about what are you waking up from? So when you waking up from things, so we gonna break this down into two concepts. We gonna break this down into the spiritual context you can see it in, and we also gonna break it down into the motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? Not only the motherfucking spiritual context that it's in, but the motherfucking actual concept you can see in everyday life, right? And that'll work out, you know, really good for you guys in the audience tonight and things like that. Because, like I said, we're not gonna make it like spooky or nothing. We're like, let's get spookism. It doesn't. It's not. It's only we only see it on TV. We only see it in fantasy land, and that was created by white men. That was sanctioned by white men. You know what I'm saying, when we get to Native Americans, we only have a say on our own spiritual terms. So even like the treaties and shit, when we was doing the treaties and things, and how we had the treaties with the white man and shit like that, they was deliberately disrespecting it because the spiritual energy we was putting behind the treaties and shit like that. So, you know, that's why they can't just come and kill you. You feel me? They can't just come and, well, they can. It's not so just, but it'll take a lot for them to be getting that desire. But like, but that's why they just can't come and kill you and things like that, because for you speaking out, they only can kind of bully you into thinking out. Like, y'all don't understand, this shit goes so deep. Like when it goes to like the treaties and shit like that, and what we was putting in that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and cause it's just like, it's like law. We understood we the same spirits coming back. So we understood, if we take this one, they gonna lose one or something like that. You get what I'm saying? It's like that. It was like, it's way deeper than Lil Durk and stuff like that. It was some spiritual shit going on. Like, I'm talking about sliding for people, but it was some spiritual shit going on where, you know what I'm saying, they gotta kind of let you, you know, do you to a certain extent and trick yourself. You only can trick your motherfucking self off the motherfucking streets. You get what I'm saying? So they just set it up for you. You know what I'm saying? Far as like the religion and things, and stuff. So even like some of y'all that's into religion and stuff like that, if your parents and shit like that, they heavy into religion, and they from my background, they look like me, not like African more so, but more so they was already, your parents were like the Indians that were teaching the natives and trying to finesse the y'all spirituality within the system type shit. So y'all found the way where y'all could kind of cope and still utilize religion, and it kind of worked a little bit because of the positive aspects, but the negative aspects leave y'all trapped mentally. You know what I'm saying? Well, just kind of lost in that, like, or whatever. So then you got the parents. If your parents, if you grew up and your parents wasn't so religious, y'all was already civilized. So y'all was already in the religious. I mean, y'all was already in the bigger religion, basically, which is chattel slavery, having a job and shit like that. And y'all did the easier way of religion and shit like that. But if your people had got religion, you was either African slave trade. If your parents was in that, you was either Native American and you had to teach, you know what I'm saying, the religion to other Native Americans. So that's why y'all all religious now and stuff like that. So even like with the post office routes and shit, I mean, all of y'all working at the post office and shit, y'all gotta watch Native American movies. They tell y'all how they brought mail and shit over here and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? But we them spirits again. So we coming back, and based upon our likes and dislikes and how we can shift and move as a spiritual race, this kind of put us, and let us know where we at in the game. You know what I'm saying? Now, due to us waking up to our having emotional comforts and discomforts, this lets us know what our dislikes and likes have developed to based upon us developing a sense of emotional intelligence, which is the real concept of Adam and Eve, right? Because when you have an emotional intelligence, is you go upon a feeling, hey, I don't want to do this because how I feel may lead to this thing. That's you going beyond thinking and having the ideas. This is having emotional intelligence. So when you have emotional intelligence, right, you that's something you develop. That's like memory. That's a substance. So if you develop that in this lifetime, that means how you developing it is the way that that we track memory and knowing what spirits is older or not beyond age and body and shit like that. And so these will be the spirits that come back and help and teach y'all and stuff and help y'all wake up and remember what y'all was doing and things. And so we can't get lost in on this new ship. Now, based upon who birthed you, this is going to be the tell you what spiritual spectrum and the idea or lineage you were born under, right? Because some of y'all may be closer to having Catholicism and shit like that. So y'all was probably around the Spaniards and shit. Some of y'all may be closer to being fucking you know what I'm saying, over there with the Latter-day Saints, and you know what I'm saying. So we the same spirit replenishing ourselves. This we not going nowhere. This is our land and things. So this is their concept of invading and making it, perverting the idea of it already being our land. Them plagiarizing our government over here and things and making niggas slaves. You know what I'm saying? And things, and slowly but surely putting y'all in a situation where you get crippled mentally and physically and shit and this is they, you know what I'm saying, this is they how they do this game and things. But you know what I'm saying, I mean, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying. But for the most part, you know what I'm saying, even when it comes to this and things, because people would take it like I'm on here doing something spooky and stuff. Oh, you don't know what he talking about and shit like that. When you can just get on here, right? When you get on here and things that you have the ability to do it. You know what I'm saying? You and any other spirit, and you have the ability to use your mind and things and stuff. And then so that y'all got to pass the spookism levels and things. Y'all got to pass the spookism levels. A lot of these things, like I said, a lot of them, they already know some of y'all is some of these spirits that's coming back and things that's helping and shit like that. And yeah, I'm fit to tell you now, they can't really come do nothing to you. Like they can't, because it's a spiritual thing. Like they gotta prove they're spiritually, you know what I'm saying, which they not. You know what I'm saying? So you can't get that part fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You can't get that part fucked up. You know, so that's why even in law, you got law, right? You got the ability to be over here, right? You got law. You know what I'm saying? You got protection for you, right? You got the ability not to be locked up. You know what I'm saying? Don't you? That's y'all government. It's because y'all, you know what I'm saying? Now they for sure infiltrated on some levels, but it's when you start playing into they shit. You know what I'm saying? You want to be a gangster, boom, locked up. You want to be a coon, boom, locked up. It's still your government. You can be up here being you. You can be up here being yourself. You could be up here being your individual self. Like you just can't get lost in a polar ship. Oh, I want to be on YouTube to get money. Oh, I want to be on YouTube to get lit. Oh, I want to get on YouTube to get likes. Oh, I want to, all that shit psyop anyway. Ain't nobody real on here. You know what I'm saying? It's only like couple people and shit like that. And they associated with me and shit and stuff like that. And I changed my, you know what I'm saying? But the GSNA, you know what I'm saying? Grand Star Nation Association. Uh, but yeah, so they already knew. It's like, you know, that was the whole reason of breaking the treaties, was because the thing is like, right, we'll say something like eye for an eye, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? But put it in a spiritual context, like, hey, the universal law says if you do this, this will happen. Like, not really threatening them, but like, this will happen, right? And them taking that with the treaty and them disrespecting it, you know what I'm saying? Because they're like, yeah, but that shit actually happened to them. So this is when we get them easing up, like, oh, okay, we can't be just wilding. You know what I'm saying? We can't be just wilding on y'all and stuff like that. We can't just be killing y'all and then y'all having thousands of kids and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And so for the most part, here we are back. You know what I'm saying? Again, you know, and the spirits know by your dislikes and likes, you know what I'm saying? So I like things that make me more intelligent to be able in this space to speak about it, right? So that is a memory thing. That ain't just me. Boom. So I was probably more of a head of a tribe, you know what I'm saying? As I was back then as I am now. And obviously you got the same space to develop, but you know what I'm saying? Whatever. I was more into, you know what I'm saying, the magic. You feel me? I'm saying I get my community straight. You know what I'm saying? I make sure my community straight. But let's see some of this shit. Culture aspect. I'm German, Polish, Native American. What else? I don't display any culture aspect of either of those. Isn't that weird? Shit, you ain't found no purpose then. You ain't found no You haven't found no purpose, and you haven't tapped into your purpose. You know what I'm saying? You gotta tap into your purpose. Then one of them bitches will come out. You know what I'm saying? Once you tap into your purpose, you know, hey, I got this business I want to build, and I want to build it on a land that's fair, boom, and I want to do it where it can be relatable, boom, and it can still have some Native Americans, black, you know what I'm saying, some current day black people work up in there and shit like that, you know what I'm saying, boom, boom, boom. Now you using your motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? Now it ain't about identification. Now you doing something in the world that help others. You can't be selfish. You can't just use your shit for you. You gotta use it for others. Feelings are not final. People act out the feelings of like a function. You ain't that's nothing smart. Somebody said Drake or Kendrick. See though. What do I do? Yeah, just a bunch of bots and shit like that. So y'all see how they be running up my page with bots and shit. You know what I'm saying, trying to throw me off and stuff like that. I'm saying, kiss my ass to the side. But shout out to everybody that's real and shit that fuck with me and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Because this is how we rocking. You know what I'm saying? We not finna make nothing spooky though when it comes to waking up. Everybody just waking up to them being a spirit in a body and incarnating again. And then that's what waking up is. So you just waking up to your nature and what part of the situation you play. That's why you not born up under, you black people, you not born up under the way religious people, white people do it. White religious people do it. I mean, I'm talking about the real white religious people do it and stuff like that. When they do they fucking liturgies and shit like that. You're not born, you're not doing that. You doing, I will bless the Lord at all time. You know what I'm saying? You doing that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? You make yourself feel good. They're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? So it's levels and things like that. So you gotta understand the level you at and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Your level is, you got hand-me-down energies from what they gave to Native Americans to feel good about themselves being slaughtered. So that's what you waiting on your God to come back, waiting on your land to return, based upon them taking your spiritual system and things of that nature. And they take your spiritual system and well, they took your morality system, right? And once they take your morality system, they make you uphold the morality, but they don't do the morality. and shit like that. So you don't want to go overboard on, you know what I'm saying, being negative, but they will type shit. You get what I'm saying? Because it's not in you. It's not, that's not your nature. That's not, you know what I'm saying? You're more familiar with doing things the more, the more balanced way and shit like that. So they're incapable of having relationships, like real relationships. I'm saying they're incapable of relating. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have that too. We saw that too many times. They're incapable of being fair. They're incapable of relationship. You know what I'm saying? They actually look at you as a being, just you like a cripple. You get what I'm saying. Think about it. If I'm saying it, if you're a person and you can have the power, right, to be on government status and whatever, and they try to get away with it because some people in government, it's just like I said, it's just too many people that was born in the witchcraft, that was kind of set for America that we helped them do type shit. You get what I'm saying? So it's people that really believe, what I'm saying, that some of the native principles and shit like that. That's just part of the land and how we operate this shit. You get what I'm saying? So they can't get away with shit like they struggling. Struggle. They're struggling. They're struggling. Yeah. But that's really it, man. Other than that, um, we smack in the middle of deer season and things. You know what I'm saying? So, you want to let logic be logic and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Logic be logic. Always pay attention to the females. Like, you know what I'm saying? Once you get to being overly logical, they leave and stuff like that. You try to be overly logical and shit like that. Like, you try to make some sense out of some shit that don't need to make no sense. The hoes is gone. You scaring the hoes now. So let them scare the hoes by themselves. You know what I'm saying? And things, and all y'all got capabilities and things of that nature, and keep showing that y'all star players and capable and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Grand Star Nation, New Worldia, uh, all of them things. You feel me? Flights. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the guys. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the homies, friends. All of that. Now, well, yeah, and that's really it, man. So always remember, we are them spirits. You are who you are, and where you at, because you were born up under that blood flow, that bloodline, and things of that nature, and stuff like that. Now, learn where you at in that spectrum, in that space, and things, and so you can start figuring out your likes and dislikes about it, and then when you start creating that logic around it, you'll start knowing how to point to the things that you need to point to show you where you ultimately uh, can be a beneficial. And then when you start going in that direction, you're gonna have to face all of that opposition and stuff like that, that say that you're not supposed to be doing that, or that don't make sense, or that's stupid, or why you thinking like that, or whatever. But then you just keep doing it on niggas, and then it start making sense. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. And then you be good. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so this is Kelsito, the spirit coach. Again, you in shape before rage, Aquarius. Um, nice day. All right. So that's the only thing y'all waking up to. Y'all just waking up to a white man playing tricks and things of that nature. It ain't really nothing too much for, like, don't go into spookism. The Great Awakening. The Great Awakening is the white man hitting a Native American upside the head. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it, and hiding when he did that. That is it. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Once you get that in your mind, you gonna be good. That's it. That's the only awakening. It ain't you not finna wake up into the astral realm. You not the only thing you finna wake up when you gonna wake up when you hear when you talk to a Native American. That's when you gonna have a real awakening. Damn, y'all got hit upside the head. Yeah, we got hit upside the head, but cool. But we told them we was gonna come back and reincarnate in spirit and do this type shit. You know what I'm saying? They was dumb. That shit. You know what I'm saying? Real shit, and that's it. That's it. That's it. So it's just funny, man. It's just funny how all of us. It's just that's all you is. That's you the spirit, man. It's like I've been debunking. I've been debunking you retarded spiritualists for years now. I've been on here getting on y'all ass. You know what I'm saying? Get that shit offline. Get the racism offline. Get retardedness offline. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be a little bit more intelligent. Okay. And stuff. So yeah, that's all. This is just it. All right. Get y'all ass in the game.